Alright, what is going on, everyone? So today I'm getting into video, and this video I'm doing with a friend. You guys go follow my Instagram, it'll be on the screen right now. But before I get into this video, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead, drop a like in this video, see if we can hit 200 likes. It'd be a really big goal. And go ahead and subscribe below if you're new. That's something else you guys can do if you would like. But aside from all that, we're just going to get into this video discussing the best brands and really things you guys can resell that are hypebeast in the Supreme off-season, since, as you guys may know, Supreme's not dropping anything probably until February, early February-ish, like February 20. There's been a bunch of discussion around it because people are still interested in Supreme, and Supreme still does sell in the off-season. But we're going to get into this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Okay, so definitely the first thing to resell in the Supreme off-season would be any sort of sneaker. So for example, I got the blue tints here, and these do resell a bit. So if you have any other like hype sneaker, it doesn't just have to be Yeezys. Like if you have any other sneaker, for example, these are the What the KDs. So you have any other sneakers that you guys want to sell or get rid of, they definitely resell. So if you have anything in that sort of area, you can sell it, because Jordans do still resell, and you know, any collaboration sneaker, like if you were to have something like Nike Off-White from that recent collaboration, that would definitely resell. And any of the new sneakers, so definitely look on the market for new sneakers that are building some hype or have a lot of discussion around them. So if you're following this sort of sneaker pages, that'll let you know that. Be sure you guys go, I guess, just check those pages out, because that can definitely help you with reselling. So whatever it may be, you know, when these came out, they were hyped. You know, when these first dropped, the price was sort of high, but they've fallen down to like $350, which still isn't that low. That's still like 120 bucks resale from, or 110 from the original retail. So when you discuss all that, that's really the first thing right there, would be any sort of sneaker.
And then also, what you can do is check your local sneaker shops.
Yeah.
Anywhere there's going to be sneaker shops where they're going to give out steals and good kicks, so just check it out.
Yeah, so like, for example, we have a local sneaker store, Social Status. I mean, they are a retail store, so some of their prices are pretty good. And, you know, they definitely, if you can find some hype sneakers there, like if they say they're going to be having a raffle on some hype sneaker, or if they say, you know, we're going to have these sneakers in store, and you line up for them and you end up getting a pair, that's definitely something you guys could resell, would be any sort of sneaker like that. So definitely our suggestion, just any sort of sneaker that you guys can find. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so definitely the next thing would be any sort of designer. So for example, this Gucci belt, I got it for a steal, and the person that sold it definitely got money for it. And you know, if you have any old designer items you guys have or want to sell, you could definitely use those if you guys would like to. And you could definitely use those, and you could sell them on Grailed, which, I mean, if you want to explain Grailed, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so Grailed is a great website to view and look at. You can always find steals on there. Used and dead stock items, V-Loan, designer brands, Palace, Supreme. Yeah, and if you just look around, it's usually pretty good sellers.
Yeah, because
people on there.
People usually have steals, like, for sure. So if you're looking, like, if you have a budget, so if you're looking to buy stuff, Grailed is also great. But you can definitely sell stuff, so like designer stuff. Yeah. You could definitely sell that if, you know, if you have some for sale. Because, you know, designer stuff in terms of resale, unless it's usually like a collaboration, it's like Supreme LV. So that's between, again, one of the biggest hypebeast streetwear brands right now, or the biggest hypebeast streetwear brand right now. And then probably one of the biggest designer brands right now. Like Gucci was probably 2017 overall. Like there was just, I mean, I gotta say, Lil Pump actually did help promote the brand. Like if you think about it with the song, it did help like promote the brand, because then people started buying belts like this, and you know, just everything, and Gucci caught that sort of hype, and he did release it towards the end of the year. So I mean, like, Gucci by far won 2017. And I know what you're all probably thinking, there was Supreme Louis Vuitton, but I mean, that's just so expensive. And you know, I guess, you know, Gucci's still a designer brand, still too expensive, but you know, more people are probably able to afford a regular Gucci item than a Supreme Louis Vuitton item. Like the wallets are like thousands, which that's definitely a Grail.
Great.
Yeah. Do you have a Grail from that sort of collab?
Probably the belts. I'm into the belts.
Yeah. I saw like one of the belts, again, so going back to Grail, one of the belts was on there for 1K. So that, again, that's where people are selling their stuff, you know, especially if they got it for the retail point and they're selling it for that much. So that's an easy profit right there. And you know, that doesn't sound like that much of a profit though on that item, because the belts retailed for a lot from what I know. So they could be losing money or making money, but definitely another place you guys could look at to just find stuff or best brands to resell. So any sort of designer, and be sure you guys do check out Grailed. Okay, so as odd as it is, we are going to discuss Supreme in this video, and I know what you guys are probably thinking. We're talking about a video that's best brands other than Supreme to resell in the off-season, but Supreme does resell in the off-season. So if you have items or sled right here, Supreme stickers, if you guys go to a sneaker event, or you know, you go to someone that's interested, you can still sell Supreme, and you may not have new items dropping, but you have Supreme items in your collection you want to sell, they will sell. So just find someone that's interested in it, and that's where you go to places like Grail to sell your items or stickers or whatever you have. So that's another recommendation, is Supreme. Now I know that this is a video where we don't discuss Supreme so much, so I'm not going to discuss this with a slut anymore. But we'll discuss Bape next. So as you guys know, Bape has sort of been losing that resale on some of their items. And I think that like Bape only resales when it's like a big collaboration now, and you'd say like some big collaborations would be like Adidas
or Antisocial Social Club. I thought that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, for sure. So like when you find collabs like that, that's a chance where you guys can definitely pick up on things like that. And Bape is not in their off season right now, and nor is like Palace. Like Palace has an off season, and I think they're in it right now. But going back to that, like all these brands still resale in their off seasons, because you know the designers are coming up with new ideas, and if things get leaked and the brand builds hype. So if there was like a sudden huge Supreme collaboration leaked, everything that was from Fall Winter 17 would start reselling more, and old items and all this stuff. So there's not just a particular thing that won't resell in the off season. Like you would say, like even with like these stickers, like you can still resell them, and you know it doesn't really matter, because any brands will resell in the off season. It just, you know, if you want to limit it and just not use Supreme as one of the options, just use like Bape, Palace, and you know, just use other brands that we discussed in the video. So that's really all our suggestions right there. So let's move on. Okay, so next thing we're gonna discuss is vintage pieces. So he's an expert in that, so you can discuss all that.
Well, vintage pieces are a great way to bring out other items that you have in your collection or that you're gonna wear with that outfit. Like you can find vintage pieces anywhere really. Go to the thrift, they're really cheap.
Plato's Closet.
Yeah, find good deals, Goodwill even. I mean, you find crazy stuff. Like I don't know, I've got this shirt on and I paid like 40 bucks for it. I didn't really know what it was until I walked into Neiman Marcus and I realized it was a designer shirt.
Yeah, Armani Exchange, and you know they're a designer brand, so that's sort of another thing right there. Go to your local mall, you can definitely find like these vintage pieces. And with hypebeast, you know, I feel like now, I mean, we're all have a little bit of it in us, because we sometimes just go for the hype, like with the Supreme sled, with the Yeezys here, like that's all hype that I just decided to go for. I mean, I did like how these look, and I gotta say they are very comfortable. But when discussing all that, I feel like adding a vintage piece to your sort of outfit is very important, because it brings back sort of the old clothing style that used to be sort of here. Because now it's just about buying the most expensive stuff, the most hype things, and just making an outfit that's the most expensive, which I feel is sort of odd in a sense. I mean, that's just how it works now. Like if you have all these designer brands, all these chains, all these super expensive pieces of clothing, you have the best outfit out of everyone. So if you wanted to sort of, I guess, be a hype beast, but sort of have like a bit more respect in the community in a sense, make sure you have some vintage pieces. So whether it be from Armani Exchange or, you know, the other brands like North Face,
Polo, Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff, like, it's just essentials that you can use in your collection.
And especially like Supreme, like a lot of their ideas come from Polo and Ralph Lauren. So if like you've noticed some pieces, like my friend, I don't know if I'll have the photo up, and I probably won't, but he found a jacket that was this, it was a Supreme jacket, but he found like a picture of the jacket without Supreme in it, and we're not sure what brand it was, but it basically shows how Supreme takes ideas and makes it their own. And I don't know if it's necessarily stealing, just sort of changing it up, but definitely when buying anything, you want to go vintage. So, you know, at our mall, they have a North Face store, and you know, you can buy North Face pieces there, and I've seen some people wear some of the pieces that are just sitting in the stores, and they actually look pretty nice. They actually look sort of hype. And now you think of it, you know, those could be worth a lot more in the future. For what we know, like in 10 years, they could be super hyped or whatever. And you know, North Face could be like insanely hyped, which it already sort of is in a sense. Like, you have a couple North Face pieces, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any like vintage pieces?
That backpack that I
here, can you just grab it?
This backpack is actually a vintage piece. I think I got it in like, oh shoot. I think I got it in like 2001. But yeah, it's just a...
It's a 2001 North Face backpack. So like, example, adding vintage pieces to your sort of hypebeast ideas and things and your outfit is very important, because, you know, vintage is where it sort of all started. So another thing right there, buying vintage pieces, very, very important.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you all for watching this video. It means a lot to you guys. So your time stopped by. Sorry if our energy seems sort of low in the video. We're just trying to get the point across of all our things, so you know, you don't need to be like a crazy hype or any of that to just make a video that's sort of serious about, you know, just everything you guys can buy and sell in the Supreme off season. But aside from all that, make sure you guys leave a like in this video. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes in this video. That'd be highly appreciated if you hit that goal. And do not forget, subscribe below if you're new for more content like that. And be sure you guys do go follow his Instagram. It'll be on the screen right now. Go get him some followers. That'd be pretty awesome. He posts a lot of pretty cool fit pictures, and his Instagram's pretty nice. But aside from all that, Thank you all for watching this video, and peace out.